Okay, so the literal federal agents out of the DOJ, FBI, these creeps, if you knew what I was doing in Chicago and United Kingdom when I lived there, I've been on their ass. Like I've been on Al-Qaeda's ass since before I moved into this terrorist compound that these creeps are involved with out of the FBI and the DOJ. So they were thrilled when I moved in here. They thought they were going to just knock me off right here in this room I'm sitting in. That's exactly what they thought. And when it didn't work, they started knocking off hookers right over my fucking head. So when you see a lot of these people watching my videos, my live film, that's actually federal agents out of the FBI. They're still dreaming and wishing they could come here and arrest me for terrorism that they're involved with. Or they want to send their Department of Mental Health to say that I'm loco and this is a delusion. Okay, so the people on these videos that are down here watching the live film are never friendly individuals. But I let them sit, go ahead, because they're doing that in front of actual agents out of Russia, the good guys, and they're doing that in front of actual agents out of China, who are the good guys, who are watching our US government daily, on a daily event, engage in violent terrorism. So when they're telling you, the FBI is on the stage saying the terrorists acted as a lone wolf, we don't know anything about ISIS, they're flat out lying to you and to China and to Russia, who they keep on trying to attack with weapons of mass destruction. So this is not going over very well with the countries of Russia and China. They know that our police are involved with terrorism, really violent terrorism, which is what's happening in this complex. Okay, so that did shut itself off out of nowhere. I'm gonna do a part two. I'll put part one and part two. I don't need this to get all crazy on YouTube because the cops can't stay off my fucking Instagram. I have said this a million times. The federal agents are hot tamales all over my Instagram. All the time. They still seem to can't stay away from it. So, and the Facebook gets really hacked really bad. So we're gonna go back to this, okay? And we're gonna pick up where I'm storming back downstairs after being so fucking poisoned. You don't know how sick I was in there. But I didn't, also, let me just say it now, I was poisoned in the bathroom too. They got me when they walked into my main room. God fucking damn. When they started ringing the doorbell, it was in that room, extra room. I went downstairs, it's all on video. I went upstairs in the bathroom, it's all on video. What time I was in the bathroom, they were fucking poisoning me in the bathroom, okay? But I can't yell it out because I know it's being filmed. I have to be quiet when I'm filming and just film the facts and report the facts. I can't yell out, they're poisoning me in the bathroom. I want to, but I can't. But they did. They poisoned me in the bathroom. They poisoned me in my extra room, and they got me by the front door. Okay, that's where I came in contact with their chemical gas. Let's pick it up where it left off. Code super rich. Okay, I'm gonna report what just happened while I'm standing here. I can't film the KGB Anonymous, but I need to say that as I came down here while I was being filled up with gas, to the point where I could take no more, another white female, looked maybe possibly Spanish, walked by with very expensive snow clothes, hat, long coat, super rich, lots of money. She also had a cell phone stuck to her face, another cell phone stuck to her face, manically pressing the buttons while she's walking through a sidewalk that has 2 inches of thick, heavy snow and ice. Okay? There is a police vehicle right now on the corner of S and 15th, stalking the terrorist compound. The time 1:15 p.m. There is a terrorist that just left the property of 1507, right out from the basement exit, white female. She's walking now towards 16th. This female, I have now just been able to say I can identify, do not recognize her. She's a new face in the very house that fucking poisoned me earlier. She just walked out the front door onto the public sidewalk from 1507, from floor 1 or the basement. Right now, after being poisoned and having my doorbell manically rung and rung and rung and rung and rung out of the blue, there is a white terrorist across the street. As the cop car came to the corner, a white terrorist just hanging out in his yard, staring me down from the apartment complex across the street. He can't keep his eyes off me and my front door. I'm not allowed to film any of these individuals that I am describing to you now. He's making eye contact with me, as a matter of fact, and giving me a DC stare down from his yard of his apartment complex. He has stopped doing the DC stare down from across the street and is now going back into his residence. Okay, so now I'm gonna recap what just happened. I was in my room, sitting in my chair, minding my own business. The doorbell rang. I got up. 30 seconds later, the doorbell rang again. The person stood here and stood here and stood here and manically rang and rang and rang my doorbell. By the time I got here, I had too much poison in my system to stand here very long. I walked into a fog of poison in the extra room. Okay? My abdomen and everything, poison symptoms were starting to swell and getting really hard to ignore at that point. I came downstairs, and as I stood here and watched the heavily snow-globed woman with all her expensive snow clothes and her phone stuck to her face, walking over inches of sheet and ice, I could no longer, on the phone, I said, I can't take the gas anymore. At that point, it was in my room, floor 2, extra room. At that point, it was on floor 1, right here by the door. All right? At that point, you saw me go to the bathroom, where what do? I wash up. I wash my hands again and again from the fucking poisonous gas here. And what happened every time on Target? The doorbell rings. Here we go. More white terrorists are now exiting, looking like the KGB Anonymous. You've got to see these people. They're walking out. Oh God, it's so true when I say that. They're walking out of the apartment complex right across the street, facing me right now. Time, 1:18 p.m. I mean, when I say KGB Anonymous, with the hats, the glasses, everything, they're skitsed out, I mean it. And she's got about a $500 purse draped over her arm. About $300, $500 purse. They're both white. I can't ID or film any of these people. I'm gonna put this up and we're gonna go on YouTube with it.